Have you ever wondered what your life would be like if you were born white? I remember Anna asking me. At the time, I still hadn't visited the Philippines, so all I said was, that's more than my imagination can answer. Because where would I begin? What neighborhood would my non-redlined parents been allowed to settle in? If I talked back, or got a C in 7th grade science, where would they threaten to send me overseas until I stopped being a disappointment? Ireland? Norway? Slovakia? Without the silent shadow of European colonialism, American imperialism, and homegrown authoritarianism behind us, where would my family have learned the excuses they always made for my father's domestic tyranny? Would my white ancestors have owned slaves? Would they have been proud members of their local anti-Chinese league? How many of my uncles would live out in the boonies with crossed rifles hanging over the Confederate flag in their bedrooms? Or would my great-great-great-great-great meemaws and peepaws have been conductors or station masters of the Underground Railroad? Would my blue-eyed grandparents have marched on Washington or to Montgomery with MLK? I would see Siopao the way I see pierogies. And pierogies the way I see Siopao. Discover the novelty of patis and banana ketchup instead of cranberry horseradish and Worcestershire sauce. I'd wonder how anyone washed their ass outside of showering before bidets became commonplace. And Anna would never have asked me if I'd wondered what my life would be like if I'd been born white, because I would have been, and what I wonder would just be how things were. And when I'd listen to her tell me about living in Thailand with her grandma, I'd be wondering, what if my parents never left Czechoslovakia? Never came of age under the Iron Curtain's fraying fringe? I'd be wondering, what if my first job was at a gift shop in Prague, just a 5 minutes walk from the astronomical clock, instead of giving boat tours from a beachside resort in Palawan? And every time I saw a painting of white Jesus, I'd feel no friction whenever pastors claimed I was created in his image. Wouldn't think of how from Santa Cruz to Bulacan, Marilao to Rizal, there are sculptures of the Archangel Michael with snow white skin, his foot on the neck of a devil with a mudslide complexion. All of these statues housed in churches across an archipelago where well-to-do women stoke the flames of their daughters' anxieties for leaving their faces unshielded beneath the tropical sun. I wouldn't finally be visiting family in the Philippines in my late 20s, using the restroom in the radiology department of the first hospital my mother ever worked at, looking up at the painting hanging opposite the toilet and wondering why here, in Manila of all places, white Jesus was watching me poop. Thank you.